I have worked in the city since 1987. November is when I started. But I started in the police department. I was the kennel assistant. I spent about 3.5 years as a kennel assistant and then moved on to motor vehicle after that in about, I think it was 91. And I've been at motor vehicle ever since.
I started in June of 1987 working at the front counter in B&I. And then from there, I got an assignment to work at the Mall of America field office. So I worked there for a bit. And then in 1991, actually the big Halloween storm, I was supposed to start my new job as administrative assistant to the Director of Community Development. And that's where I've been ever since then.
Did you make it in that day?
I did not make it in, no. I was shoveling.
No 2 days are ever the same. So you're always encountering new people, new situations.
I love the people. It is a good place to work. People think I know a lot of stuff because I've been here so long. Carolyn, could we use the chairs from that conference room? Yeah, I don't care. And so there's always something different. And I like seeing what's coming and what's happening to Bloomington and how things have changed over the last 30 years.
When I first started, we used to make phone calls to deal with the state. And then the renewal notices, all we did was take the paperwork in. We just had to make sure that the insurance information was printed somewhere on the form. And the state did all the processing. Well, then the state went to some online renewals, that's what they started with. And then now they started, basically the work that the state used to do has all been shifted to the front end of the counter.
Larry Lee was my the director for majority of my time, and he would write out his letters and correspondence on paper, give them to me. I'd do them up, he'd sign them. We don't do that anymore. And now with email and memos, you don't have paper. So the job has changed a lot because you're not doing typing and that type of stuff, but it's more PowerPoint and higher level of making things look good and making people look good.
We've had some accidents happen. One woman fainted.
Moving into this building. And Clark Arneson, who was the program or the project manager for building this building, I was also the office or administrative assistant to him. And the move weekend was my responsibility. It was moving from the old building to here. Every box had a tag on it. Every chair had a tag on it. Every little step, you know, and we'd walk around and go, okay, you gotta get that boxed up. We are leaving, you know, in 2 days. You taking it with you or you throwing it? Get it done, you know, and the moving trucks came that Friday, they started, and it was through Memorial Day weekend. But people had to get their computers hooked up and their phones hooked up, and it all worked. And the grand opening of Mall of America too, that was a good time.
Kim, the supervisor, and I'm a detail-oriented person, so I enjoy the meticulous, because you're always dealing with the public, so you see a lot of people. I think the motor vehicle counter sees more than anybody else in the city of Bloomington, so there's a lot of just interaction that you're not going to get. And then your employees. When you work that hard, there's a bond. You just can't, you know, working together.
Probably my kids. I have 21-year-old boy-girl twins who are everything. And so they're like the reason I do everything.